Welcome in, Panther fans, as Friday night means Friday Night Lights, as Anahuac Sports Live presents the Anahuac Panthers versus the Brook Hill Guard. Welcome in, everybody, to Kyle Whitefield on the campus of Anahuac High School. Alex Outram joined with me, as always, with Trent Hart, as tonight the Panthers continue their season, which was supposed to be a bye week this week, but they had moved a different game with a different private school to this week and had to cancel that. And tonight, Brook Hill invades Anahuac from East Texas, around the Tyler area, Bullard to be exact. But tonight, Brook Hill coming in at 2-0. Taking on the Panthers 3-3. Should be two different styles of play coming into tonight, as you'll hear in the pregame show as we have conversations with both head coaches. So we're going to let them talk about their teams, and we'll be back after this on the Title Services pregame show, Anahuac Sports Live. Alex Outram back on the Title Services pregame show, as we're joined by the head coach of the Brook Hill Guard, head coach Scott Ryle. And coach, coming into tonight's contest, making the drive in from East Texas, coming into tonight 2-0, beating a Coram Dio team 21-9 last week, and an opening season win against Fort Worth Christian, a come-from-behind win. Tell us a little bit about how you feel your season's gone and what you've learned the first couple of games.
Well, the thing I definitely have learned is we got a long way to go. We had a late start, but we're just happy to finally get here and get to our third game. But I think we got a lot to work on, and I think we had a great week of practice. And looking for the challenge against Anahuac. They're a good football team, and they do some things that are going to cause us some problems tonight.
Coming off the game last week, when you were looking over the film, what were some of the things that you liked and some of the things that you feel like you can improve on?
Well, we just missed a lot of assignments. We had a lot of mental mistakes, especially on the offensive position. I thought our defense played pretty well, only give it up 9 points, and those 9 points probably were offensive faults. So we got to get more crisp on offense, and I think we'll have a chance to win if we just crisp up those mistakes.
read in a couple different places about the youth of your team needing some of the young kids to step up. Offensive side of the football, who are some of the kids that you're relying on tonight?
Well, Lane Barter, he carries the rock a lot for us at tailback. He's a returning starter. We only had 2 returning starters, offense and defense, and he's one of them. Nick LaRock is another kid. Has been a big part of our offense, and Truro, our quarterback, he's a first-year player for us, and he's moving along, getting better. But up front, William Roberts. This is his 3rd year starting. He's a big, smart offensive lineman for us.
What kind of offense are you bringing into tonight's ball game?
Well, I would say we're a spread, but we like to run the football. I think that's the number one. We got to establish the run, and for us to be successful, that's the number one thing we got to do.
Okay. Defensive side of the football, who are some of the kids that you're relying on?
It's going to be the same names. Lane Barter playing linebacker, Nick LaRock, and Darion Hinton. He plays inside linebacker. He's coming off an injury, so we're excited to get him back on the field. And Carson Richards at defensive back. He's a playmaker, big playmaker for us.
What kind of defensive scheme are you guys running?
We're a 3-4. We try to move the front a little bit, and Coach Potter does a good job as a defensive coordinator with those guys.
Have you been able to get any film on Anahuac to see what?
Yeah, they're going to call it. They do a ton of formations. They're going to cause us fits, and our kids got to identify those formations and get the right number of guys on each side of the ball. What's
going to be keys for victory in tonight's contest?
Well, we got to get them off the field on 4th down, 3rd down, and we got to have better play on offense. Just continue to keep drives alive and not shoot ourselves in the foot, which has been a big problem the last 2 weeks.
Well, Coach, thank you very much for your time. Appreciate it, and best of luck in tonight's contest.
All right, thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
We'll continue our pregame show after this, thanks to the head coach of the Brook Hill Guard, Scott Ryle, as we'll continue after this on Anahuac Sports Live. Alex Outram back on the Title Services pregame show as we continue with the head coach of the Anahuac Panthers, head coach Greg Neese. And Coach, welcome into another week where the opponent has changed, but going to be able to take advantage of playing a team who ran into the same issues here in the Brook Hill Guard, a team that comes in 2-0, a private school out of East Texas. Talk a little bit about what you saw on the film this week.
Well, I know just by watching them on film for their 2 games, they're a spread football team, and they evidently play in a league that runs a lot of spread. Just you can tell by how they line up against the spread because that's who they're going against. But anyway, they throw the ball very well. They catch it very well. You can tell their kids probably catch the football year-round. The interesting thing is they're a boarding school that I found out from Coach Ryle, Scott Ryle, the head coach over there. At Brook Hill, he said their boarding school, he said both of their quarterbacks are from Sweden. So that's kind of interesting. He said they don't get them until, the first part of August. In the summertime, they're in Sweden laying on the couch or doing whatever they do. But that's kind of interesting thing, I think, for the people listening to know it's not just guys from Texas out here. It's from all states and all countries. So they can actually recruit kids. So being a boarding school, they can take whoever, as long as they got money. They got to pay for it.
Coming into tonight, not a district game, 2-1 in district. Obviously, last week kind of ran into a buzzsaw with East Chambers, one of the best ranked 3A teams in the state. Looking back on the film, what was some of the things that you liked and some of the things that you could need to see improvement in?
Well, I'll just talk about the negatives first to get those out of the way. I saw there's a little stigma about East Chambers over here in Anahuac that if we're ever going to break down that wall, I mean, we're going to have to get past that. It got to a point in the game, and really in the second quarter, that I hope wouldn't happen is, I don't know, I don't think we played as hard as we could play. And I don't know if we were intimidated or just didn't, I don't know what it was. But we allowed them to score way too easy. And so anyway, that's kind of disappointing. But, you know, I know our kids, here's the positive things. We came to work on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, and we had a great week of practice. You know, we did talk a little bit about attitude and you know, how do you really want to be great? I mean, if we're really going to be great, we got to go toe-to-toe with East Chambers. So anyway, the positive thing is our 7th and 8th grade, they've beaten East Chambers. Our JV almost beat East Chambers. So I think we got some guys coming up in our system. And hopefully next year we can kind of, you know, tighten down that series a little bit and maybe come away with a win.
I know at the beginning of the year we were talking about, you know, new defensive scheme, getting some of these younger kids up to par with what's going on. What have you seen through the weeks, whether it be in the games and or practice, where you've seen, okay, they're making strides here, and then where do you go from there?
Well, I do see, you know, we did win 2 games in overtime. That's not easy to do. Just to get to overtime, sometimes that's a tough thing to do, especially when we kind of blew a lead that first time. So us coming back and actually winning that game after blowing a 2-touchdown lead with about 4 minutes showed us that we do have some good character. But as far as the young kids, I think we're going to see a lot of young kids tonight. I pulled up 7 JV kids. About 5 freshmen and 2 sophomores, and even the freshman quarterback. He's going to play some, and I'm excited about that because he's mature enough. He can take a snap, even though he's 14 years old. He can take a snap and he can pitch it and he can throw the ball out in the flat a little bit. But I get to put Landon Corbett, who's our best running back, back at running back. So I'm excited about that, and he's really looked good. And hopefully, you know, if things go good tonight, maybe, you know, I might pull him up. Marcus Curiel, I might just pull him up. We need a backup quarterback anyway, so I'm kind of excited to see how those young guys do tonight. And I'll tell you what it also does, it opens the eyes of the upperclassmen when they see these young guys coming up. And I made a statement the other day. I said, well, it looks like we have a youth movement going on. So I love it. I said, I'll tell you what about these young guys. They don't know any better. They don't know any better that they can loaf. They don't loaf. They play hard.
Right.
And those upperclassmen, sometimes they get a little comfortable, and, you know, we kind of get on them for not going full speed all the time. So it's a good thing both ways.
Keys to victory tonight against the Guard.
Well, we can't let them catch the ball past us, you know, over us. I'm going to say they're going to complete a lot of passes tonight. Hopefully we can rush the passer, because they can sit back there and make it a 7-on-7 football game. Then I think we might be in trouble, because it's hard to cover when you can't get a pass rush and you got a team that can really throw and catch. So, you know, we'll let them catch it in front, and we got to make the tackle, break down and make tackles, which has kind of been an Achilles heel for us in the year. Our DB's got to be better tacklers. And then on offense, we're looking to really establish a run tonight and try to be the more physical team on offense. We're going to play at an up-tempo this time, and we kind of reversed that trend last week against East Chambers. I didn't want to give them the ball more times than they were going to get it. But we're going to play fast tonight, and they've only played 2 games, so hopefully that'll be to our advantage. It's a nice and cool night tonight, and I know our offensive linemen are excited. This is kind of getting into lineman weather and playoff weather, so those are some keys for us tonight. Okay.
Well, Coach, best of luck in tonight's contest, and appreciate the time.
All right, man. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Head Coach Greg Neese of the Anahuac Panthers, as we continue the pregame show after this on Anahuac Sports Live. Alex Outram, Trent Hart, Terry Fortenberry, back from Kyle Whitefield on the campus of Anahuac High School, where the teams have lined up on both sides. We're about to have the coin flip, as you heard the coaches' interviews earlier, as the guard coming in from East Texas in Bullard, Brook Hill, the school, private prep school that, as we had said earlier, looking for an opponent tonight, reached out to Anahuac, and here they are. 2-0 on the year for the guard. Anahuac coming into tonight 3-3, as we're going to take a timeout for the national anthem.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time we'll have a student-led prayer by Briosha Coates. Ladies and gentlemen, if you'll please rise and face the scoreboard into the field. We'll have the raising of the flag by FFA members Ashley Smith and Hadley Richard, and the playing of our national anthem.
Fantastic job by the Anahuac Panther Band. As always, better to have the bands on Friday nights so that they can show off their artistic abilities. As we get set for the coin toss, Trent, lots of things going on with Anahuac sports. Give us a little recap of what's going on.
There's definitely a lot going on this week and next week, Alex, as the cross-country team was in Barbers Hill earlier today. From the reports I'm getting, there was a lot of success from the junior high and the high school. Quick shout-out to my own son for placing third today. And for the boys junior high team, possibly getting into the medals. But it looks like right now Anahuac is elected to receive the ball, and as Brook Hill will receive it in the second half. But as I was saying, a big week next week, as well as we have the Lady Panther volleyball team, who is tied in first in district right now against Warren next Tuesday. So those two teams right now are tied. So a huge, huge game Tuesday, and we will be in Warren live for that game. So be on the lookout for that link on Facebook. Also, the big game on Friday as they face Buna, and we will be live for that before we go live for the football game, where your Anahuac Panther varsity football team will be playing Buna as well right here at Kyle White Stadium.
So big things happening for the Panthers as we get set for kickoff of this evening's ball game. Teeing it up for the guard, Jaeger Gowan. You're going to hear some names tonight from not only the states but also different countries from around the world. So Gowan has it teed up. Back deep, Corbett and Clark. As Clark is going to get it at the 20. Across the 25, has some room, 30, makes a move, 35, falls forward to the 37, as that is where the Panthers will set up shop for their first possession of the ball game, as quarterback Landon Corbett will bring his squad back out onto the field. Corbett being a key cog in the Anahuac offense. Head coach Greg Neese talking about up-tempo, making sure that they're getting to the line of scrimmage and pushing the pace tonight. So we're going to see that right away as Corbett will come out under center. He's going to pitch it left to Sanchez. Sanchez, off left tackle, is going to pick up 4. Give him 3. We'll bring up 2nd down and 7. This time, Dye going around right side across the 45. He gets hit, upended, as they're going to give him the 47. That's going to be enough for a 1st down and 10 on the pickup of 7.
Well, I hope they give Dye the ball more tonight. That kid, he definitely runs downfield.
Pitch back right side, Sanchez into guard territory at the 45. They're going to say fell forward to the 44. That'll be a pickup of 9.
We got close to the 1st down, but didn't fall forward. So 2nd and short.
Quickly, fake toss, handoff straight up the gut to Sanchez. He's going to pick up 3, and that'll be enough to move the chain. 2nd 1st down of the drive.
The Anahuac offense definitely moving faster than we have seen them in the last couple of weeks, Alex.
Just like that, under center, sets back, looking downfield, is going to keep it himself. He's going to be met by a host of guard as Casper Ingvist and Willie Roberts in on the tackle. Will be a loss of 1 for Corbett. Will bring up 2nd down and 11 as he will come back under center, sends a man in motion. He's going to hand it off to him. Wide receiver is going to get across the 40-35 as that's going to be a pickup of 7.
They hurry up to the line again.
That was Edward Gallo on the rush.
It's time to die.
24 Dye on the carry. Gain of 2. 4th down and 2.
Pickup of 2 for Dye as they're going to hurry. 4th down and 2. Corbett under center. He's going to keep it himself, and I don't know if he got there.
It's going to be close.
I think Corbett's only going to pick up 1 on that, and that might be a turnover on downs.
I think they're going to measure it.
We have a timeout being taken on the field for measurement.
So 9:27 here in the first quarter. Greg Neese with his first big call of the ball game. He's got the chain gang out.
They got it.
And they did pick it up. Third first down.
So I was just saying how fast these Panthers are getting to the ball and getting the playoff. We have not seen that this year, Alex. And you know, Coach Neese has said time and time and again he hasn't been able to run these plays as fast as he's wanted, but it looks like they've overcome that this week.
Two backs behind Corbett. Two wide to the far side of the field. They're going to hand it straight up the gut to Dye. Dye trying to push his way forward. He's going to carry a couple of defenders with him as he's going to pick up 3 on the carry.
28-yard line. Second down 7.
Quickly back to the line, 2 wide to the far side. Quick toss left side is going to be caught across the 25. Will fall forward to about the 23. Luke Ryben on the reception.
Third down and 3.
As coming around the right side is going to bowl over a defender and get enough for the first down to the 14.
And definitely on the move.
It is a first down for your Panthers. 16-yard line.
Corbett drops back, has his man in the end zone. It's Clark, jump ball. It's going to be pass interference.
Yes, it will. Definitely pulled on him.
So that'll be the first penalty of the ball game for the guard.
No, I think it's offensive. That's what it's going to be. That's going to be offensive pass interference on Zion Clark as he pushed off to jump off and get that ball. And they saw it all the way and threw the yellow right on the turf.
Offensive pass interference.
So offensive pass interference is the call. Be a 10-yard penalty. We'll set the ball back at the 31. That was 15.
15-yard penalty. Put the ball at the 31-yard line. First down. 25 go.
Two backs behind Corbett. Fakes the toss, rolls right, looking downfield, has Dye. Dye across the 20 and falling down to the 15. They're going to say fell down to the 16. So
about 9
and 10.
Well, way to get the penalty yardage back there.
Handoff straight up the gut to Guy. Guy's going to pick up 4.
Third down and 6.
We'll tick under 7:15 remaining here in the first quarter. No score on your Turn 2 Specialty Product scoreboard. Corbett under center. We'll hand it off left side, Sanchez. Sanchez trying to fight his way forward. He's not going to find too much room. He's going to get 2, and that's going to bring up another 4th down.
So it looks like the handoffs up the gut aren't fooling the guard, as that front line is definitely sniffing those plays out quick. I think Anahuac needs to stick to the outsides. We'll see what they do here on 4th down.
Second, 4th down that the offense has come back out onto the field for on this drive. Sends his man in motion. Rolls right, looking into the end zone, is going to be knocked away. Turnover on downs for the Panthers after a nice 12-play drive that does not result in any points.
So all that work to get down the field and into the guard territory, and just to have it stall on you, that's never a good feeling if you're calling plays from the offensive side of the ball.
So that will bring the guard offense onto the field for the first time this evening. Starting at their own 10. Handoff will go right side. Trying to see who the 14, Lane Barter.
No gain on the play, second down 10.
Looking to the sidelines to get the play. As Chair Nielsen sets back. Oh, knocked away. As getting in to disrupt the play, Alex Viejo with a fantastic defensive play. So just like that, 3rd down and 10. And big opportunity here for the Panthers defense to be able to flip the field and get some good offensive position. Nielsen sets back in his end zone as he's just going to have to throw it away under pressure. Trying to see who the pressure came in from. Looked like it was Caden Hampton. So just like that, Brook Hill will have to punt it away. No harm, no foul for the Panthers on their first possession. As that looks like Clark set back to receive the punt. Good punt. Is going to take a guard bounce at about the 38. Will bounce past the 40 and will come to rest at the 43-yard line. With 5:26 remaining here in the first quarter.
I want to remind everybody listening on Facebook Live and watching on Facebook Live to please give us a share, give us a like on the video, and if you haven't done so yet, give us a like and a follow on our Facebook page.
First quarter being brought to you in part by Wilcox Drugstore. In the round is going to go back to Sanchez across the 40 as he's going to get tripped up at about the 35. That'll be a pickup of 8 for Sanchez.
Good run there by Sanchez, one of the better ones we've seen tonight so far, as he came up just short of the first down. Good 8-yard gain there.
Already Christian's 5th rush of the ball game. He's averaging 5 yards for 25 total. Clark the wide out to the near side. Pitch back to Dye across the 45. He's going to drag a defender with him. He's going to pick up 2 and enough for the first down.
They're going to bring him up short, 3rd down and 1. About 3 inches, I would think.
Might want to hand that bad boy right back to Dye. Pitch right is going to get enough for the first down, 30-25, as that was the backup quarterback who pitched it to Corbett.
So that's the first time we've seen Corbett out of the running back position, and not a bad choice there to try and go to the outside, and he got the first down and then some. We're back into guard territory and in the red zone.
So Kyriel Marcus, the backup quarterback that head coach Greg Neist had talked about in the pregame show, wanting to move Corbett back to running back, already saying that Corbett was the best running back on the team. So just like that, picks up another 5. It's going to go this time to Jamaj Bailey. He's going to pick up 4.
So it looks like Curiel's staying in for this particular series as he's under center again.
Marcus under center is going to pitch it back left to Corbett as he's going to pick up 2 and a first down.
And I tell you what, this Panther offense is getting their plays off so quick that I'm having trouble keeping up with my own scoreboard.
Over here trying to keep stats. We'll take under 3:45 remaining in the first. It's going to be Marcos under center. Corbett in the backfield behind him. Jumbo formation, pitch right to Corbett. Corbett's going to walk into the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers. 10-yard rushing touchdown for Corbett. Puts the Panthers on top, 6-0. Boy, and if you're head coach Greg Neese, you have to think that worked exactly the way he drew it up.
I think that's the way he wanted to draw it up that first possession, and was able to. It got blocked and then recovered by the Panthers. Are they going to call that too? I didn't think so.
No, the PAT was blocked.
Yes, it was.
So dead after that. The point after is unsuccessful. But with 3:36 remaining here in the first quarter, the Panthers have struck first. They lead the Guard 6-0. Back after this on Anahuac Sports Live.
Want to remind everybody that if you would like to donate tonight and you want to get a special shout out with your personal message live on air, you can go to Venmo at Anahuac Sports Live or on PayPal, anahuacsportslive@gmail.com, or take a screenshot of the QR code right there on your screen, and we will get you announced live right here on the air tonight. And be sure to put whatever message you want. Say go Panthers if you want to say go to a certain player on the field, cheerleader, band member, whatever the case may be, and we'll read it right here live on air tonight.
Sanchez has the ball teed up at the 40. Ball is going to be a knuckleball caught at the 15 across the 25, 30. 35 is going to push his way forward to the 39. As that was Carson Richards returning the football and setting up the Guard in pretty good field position.
Definitely a good return there by the Guard return team, as they do have good field position. Definitely better than they did on their last possession. Let's see if they can do anything with it.
So it's Nielsen out of the gun. He's going to hand it straight up the gut to Barter. Barter 50, 45, makes a move. That extra move is going to pick him about 6 extra yards. So they're going to go from 39 to 39, giving a pickup of 20 and a first down.
Excellent run there, as a hole on their front line opened up big enough you can drive a truck through.
First down of the ball game for the Guard. They're going to give it right back to him again. 25-20. He's going to break a tackle. He's going to take it to the house. 40-yard touchdown for the Guard. Check that 39-yard to pay dirt. And just like that, the Guard marched down the field in 3 plays. Swinging gate formation right now as it stands for the Guard. And they're going to run it, and the jump pass for the 2-point conversion is good. So the Guard's version of Tim Tebow converts the 2-point conversion, as your new score is Brook Hill 8, Anahuac 6, as we'll be back after this on Anahuac Sports Live.
You've heard about shopping local. How about banking local? Since 1976, Anahuac National Bank is the only locally owned and operated bank in Chambers County. We know you see Anahuac National Bank folks out in the community supporting our schools, veterans, and nonprofits. Why not bank where you live? These experienced banking professionals understand local businesses and the housing market.
And bear with me right here quick, folks, as I adjust the replay.
What a drive down by Brook Hill, as all it took was 18 seconds, 2 plays, 61 yards on the 2 rushes from Lane Barter, as a 20-yard scamper and a 39-yard scamper to pay dirt. After that, the jump pass was good off the swinging gate formation for the point after. 8-6, the guard lead the Panthers. Short kick is going to be fielded at the 19, across the 25-30, as he's going to be taken down at the 34. That was Zion Clark. Clock's running. So with 2:51 remaining here in the first quarter. The Panthers are going to set up shop at their own 40.
One too many zeros.
For those of you tuning into our game tonight and keeping an eye on the Astros leading 4-1. As they both starting pitchers have been knocked out of the ball game in the 5th. Astros trying to make some history tonight.
It'd be certainly amazing if they can come back from that 3-0 deficit.
Corbett under center, 2 backs. He's going to roll left, looking downfield, trying to throw it up to Clark. A little wobbly, as Clark really couldn't get position there. Nonetheless.
Very well covered by Richards there, as he was with Clark the whole time and was able to get a hand on it.
Want to remind you, Wilcox Drugstore, the sponsor of the first quarter of this ball game, 1208 Miller Street here in Anahuac, 409-267-6141. Panthers going 3 wide for the first time tonight. Fakes the handoff, has the pass delivered. Couldn't come down with it. Pass was intended for Jamaj Bailey. Hard hit. Kind of jarred that ball loose at the last second. So 3rd down and 10. You got 2 receivers to the near side. Panthers moving left to right as you look at your screen. As Corbett's just going to have to get rid of it. And that's going to be the end of that possession. 3 straight incompletions, and the Panthers will have to punt it away. So the guard a little bit more prepared there. Sanchez back deep to punt it away. Trying to get a number on the returner. Sanchez does get it away. Wobbly punt taken from the 28. Makes a move, 35-40. Couple of flags fly in. We'll see where that is. Carson Richards.
Maybe a block in the back there.
The returner. Have to imagine where both those flags came in from. That is the most likely possibility. Nosta Trent over here, knocking out the call. So this will be the 3rd possession of the first quarter for the guard. 2:37 remaining here, as the line of scrimmage will be the 21-yard line of Anahuac. Of the 26 of Brook Hill. As that handoff is going to go straight up the gut to Barter. Barter, 40, 35, makes a move, 30, as he's going to come to rest at the 25. And that is going to be some friendly laundry for the Panthers, as that play is going to be coming back after a 60-yard pickup.
Well, they definitely lucked out on that play, as it was the same plays we saw in the last possession. The holes opened up to that front line, and those kids were able to, that running back was able to get through and definitely eat up some green, but they'll back him up. And Anahuac defense is going to have to really think about how to contain those runs up the middle.
Huge break there for the Panthers, as they're going to say the foul occurred about 4 yards into the rush, as they'll go right back to Barter, and the Panther defenders are just kind of twirling with him. He's able to pick up some more yardage. It's going to be a pickup of 10.
There's a ball on the ground. It's recovered.
Incomplete pass.
Incomplete. A good effort there to jump on the ball.
Both teams making it not so easy tonight with the speed.
Definitely.
So 3rd down and long for the guard. Handoff straight up the gut. At 40, 45, 50. It's going to be a foot race, and he's going to take it to the house. Touchdown, guard.
That was number 2.
Jaeger Gowan.
Yep.
And that is something that head coach Neese talked about before the game, was being able to not give up those types of plays to this explosive offense.
Swing gate again.
High snap, as Nielsen's just going to have to fall on it, and does. So the 2-point conversion is no good, but Brook Hill still leads Anahuac 14-6 here in the first, as we'll be back after this on Anahuac Sports Live.
Hello, my name is Mark Poggles, and I'm the pastor at Community Christian Fellowship Church in Oak Island, Texas. I would like to personally invite you to join us for Bible study during the week and our church services on Sunday morning. We have a nursery for the little ones, and our church family will greet you with a smile on their face and a loving heart. Come and celebrate with us as we study God's Word and give Him all the praise and thanks He deserves. Hope to see you there. Take care and God bless. Go Panthers!
So like last week, folks, we are definitely doing our giveaway, and we're doing 2 School Spirit shirts again, courtesy of We've Got You Covered and Anahuac Sports Live. 4 ways in, or subscribe to Anahuac Sports Live on YouTube. Like and follow Anahuac Sports Live on Facebook. Follow us. Sorry about that. Follow us on Instagram and give us a follow on Twitter. All 4 of those chances for you to win one of the 2 T-shirts that we're giving away tonight.
Taking the return there for the Panthers, Kenneth Moore, as the Panthers will set up shop for their 4th possession of the ball game here with $1:46 remaining in the first quarter, as they're going to set up at their own 30. So a big drive here for the Panthers, as they definitely want to answer back to both the big play drives that the guard have put up. We'll recap that drive here in a second. Backup quarterback Marcos into the game, pitches it right to Corbett across the 30, as he's going to pick up 4 yards on that rush. 2nd down and 6, recapping that last drive for the guard, as they went 4 plays in 46 seconds. It was a 70-yard rush by Gowan. The 2-point conversion was no good, as they extend their lead 14-6 on the Turn 2 Specialty Products scoreboard. Handoff is going to go around left side across the 35. He's going to get tripped up right around there. They're going to give him a yard, as on the carry was Alex Viejo. 3rd down and 4. As Marcos will come under center. Corbett behind him, Clark to the near. They're going to have false start. Second penalty of the ball game for the Panthers. Makes 3rd down and manageable, 3rd down and long. So Curiel Marcos, the freshman quarterback just promoted from the JV squad. They'll go out of the same formation. Clark here to the near side. And we're going to have another false start. So back-to-back penalties, so back them up 10 yards. We'll bring up 3rd down and 14.
You know, that's something that last week the Anahuac team on both sides of the football were able to control, and that was the penalties, as they only had 3 last week. And we all know that penalties have been a problem that have plagued this Anahuac team since the beginning of this year. And that was 2 right there back-to-back that could be a little bit costly. But a 3rd and long situation, we'll see what they do.
Corbett back under center. He's going to roll to his right, looking downfield. He's under pressure and is going to be dropped. In on the pressure, there's a couple different. Nick LaRocca and Darion Hinton converge to make the sack. Be a loss of 3. That'll end the first quarter of play as Brook Hill leads Anahuac 14-6. We'll be back with the second quarter after this on Anahuac Sports Live.
I want to remind everybody that we're going to be giving away our Spirit Cowbells as well. We're going to do the same thing as we did last week, folks. The person with the most invites, for the most friends invites, to our Facebook page will win the Spirit Cowbell this week. Send us a screenshot through Messenger of how many friends that you invited, and we'll see who wins at the end of the night.
So the punt is going to go out of bounds at the 46. So good field position for the guard to begin the second half, or second quarter. So 46.
It's a good field position here for the guard again.
Just like that, handoff straight up the gut. This time the Panthers are able to converge. They're going to give him forward progress to the 49, so give him a pickup of 3. As that was Jaeger Gallen again. 74 yards rushing on 2 carries. As he's going to get the rock again. He's going to pick up 1. We'll bring up 3rd down and 6.
You know, I haven't been able to count the plays but in that first quarter, but I'm sure it was up there as far as how many plays both teams have been able to get off tonight.
Well, it was 10 plays in the first quarter for the guard. Offsides They are going to blow the play dead. It looked like it was offsides. We'll see what the official call was. For the Panthers, they 10, 12, 22 plays in the first quarter.
Wow.
That's
Definitely up there for the Panthers.
those big chunk plays.
All sides against Anahuac. 5-yard penalty makes it a first and 10 for Brookville at the Anahuac.
So the 3rd down and 5 is converted by the penalty. 4th penalty of the evening for the Panthers. 30 yards. Handoff's going to go straight up the gut. Fighting his way forward. He's going to pick up 7. So Barter, 6 rushes, 80 yards. So we're seeing a little bit of defense, the difference with the offensive stats. This one's going to go back to Barter. Barter across the 30. Boy, is he a physical runner.
It's definitely hard to bring him down, Alex.
Pickup of 8. Another first down. And we're going to have timeout on the field. We'll take it with them. Back after this on Anahuac Sports Live.
Whatever it is you wrangle, whatever seeds you sow, no matter what you nurture or what you choose to grow, at Texas Farm Bureau Insurance, we're proud to protect all Texans.
Alex Outram, Trent Hart, Terry Fortenberry back from Kyle Whitefield on the campus of Anahuac High School. The guard leading the Panthers 14-6 as they've gone 14 points unanswered after the Panthers were able to score the first points of the ballgame. First down and 10 from the 30 as the guard has found a weakness in the center of the Panthers defense. Nielsen hands it off to Barter, straight up the gut, dragging Panther defenders with him. He's going to pick up 10 and another first down. Man, oh man, Trent.
What a hard run there with Barter, right?
Barter.
And like we just said a while ago, he is tough to bring down, and it took 3 Vegas gold jerseys just to get him down on that play. They give it to him again.
As this time he's going to get corralled in the backfield. He fought his way forward, but in on the tackle,
De Hoyos.
Kevin Hernandez and De Hoyos. Logan De Hoyos.
Better job there by De Hoyos to get past the line and behind the line of scrimmage and wrap up and bring him down that time.
Second down and 11. Panthers defense bending, trying not to break here in the second quarter. Going to keep it himself around the left side, across the 8, as he's going to get pushed out of bounds at the 7. Be a pickup of 13 and a first down and goal. So first down and goal for the guard. Panthers backed up here. Handoff right side. Barter into the end zone. Touchdown. We had a flag on the before the play, so we'll see if that has any effect.
I think I heard illegal shift on that.
So illegal shift the call. First down and goal from the 12. Sets back. Lofts it into the end zone. Jump ball is going to be out of bounds and incomplete.
I tell you what, the quarterback for the guard does a lot of hard counts, get this Anahuac front defensive line to jump off sides. They nearly did on that play, but an incomplete pass, 2nd and goal coming for the guard.
Tier Nielsen, the quarterback out of Sweden.
Really?
Both quarterbacks on the squad, both from Sweden, the football powerhouse country of Sweden. Barter going left side as he's going to pick up 1. That's 10 rushes for 98 yards for Barter as he's looking to go over the century mark before halftime. But 3rd down and goal from the 11. Panthers defense trying to hold. Would be huge for a confidence builder to this Panther defense.
I don't think they have much of a choice. They've got to hold them here. One more touchdown to open the lead.
Out of the gun is Nielsen. He's going to fake it to Barter, throws it right side. It's going to be complete, but far short of the end zone. First completion of the ball game for Nielsen. Only a pickup of 1.
Good coverage there by Corbett to hold them as the guard will attempt a field goal here. Surprising as they went for 2 points the last 2 times they scored.
So the kicker, Josh Collins, coming in. Snap back, kick is up, is through and true. So with 7:30 remaining here in the first half, Brook Hill extends their lead 17-6 over Anahuac, as we'll be back after this on Anahuac Sports Live.
Looking for just the right bank? For a real community bank, locally owned and operated since 1976, come to Anahuac National Bank. Offering services from your first checking account to mobile and online banking to business and home loans. This is Texas banking at its best. Find us online at anbank.net. Anahuac National Bank, Chambers County's only locally owned and independently operated bank. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
So as you see on your screen, folks, don't forget about our School Spirit t-shirt giveaway. As if you subscribe to us on YouTube, like or follow us on Facebook, and follow us on Twitter and Instagram. All 4 of those ways are ways to enter to win one of the 2 School Spirit shirts donated by We've Got You Covered and courtesy of Anahuac Sports Live.
Welcome back to Kyle White Field as the Guard have extended their lead 17-6. Kickoff is going to be fielded at the 20. Trying to find somewhere to go across the 25. He's going to end up getting pretty good yardage as he'll fall forward to the 32. Sanchez pushing it up forward. So 7:21 remaining here in the first half. From their own 32. We'll see which quarterback comes onto the field. It does look like Corbett will be at the helm. Corbett's going to come under center. Clark will be the near wide receiver as the Panthers are now moving right to left. Pitch will go left side to Sanchez. Sanchez across the 35, fighting his way forward. He's going to fall forward to the 39. So that's going to be a pickup of 7. As we're going to have a timeout on the field. Want to thank Prime Agriculture Service for being the sponsor here of the second quarter. Located in Anahuac, you can be reached at 409-391-0097. Again, your score, the Guard leading the Panthers 17-6 on your Turn 2 Specialty Products scoreboard. As with the timeout on the field, we're going to take it with them. We'll be back after this timeout on Anahuac Sports Live.
Want to escape to a relaxing destination on the Texas Gulf Coast? Trinity Bay RV and Lodging has just what you need. Nestled next to historic Fort Anahuac Park and less than an hour east of Houston, Trinity Bay RV and Lodging has everything for your next vacation, weekend getaway, or extended stay, offering daily, weekly, and monthly rates on 54 full hookup RV sites and 11 fully furnished cabins. Visit online today at trinitybayrvlodging.com or give them a call, 409-267-6774.
Back to action as Corbett under center, 2 backs behind him. Going to fake the pitch, looking downfield, looking for Clark. Has his man, it's going to go right through the fingertips of Zion Clark.
Just out of the reach there of Clark, and if he'd had 1 or 2 more steps, he may have had that one to pull it in.
2 for 7 for Corbett on the evening passing. 3rd down and 4. Corbett looking to call his own number. Across the right side, it depends on the mark.
I think he got it.
If they gave him the 42, they are going to move the chain. So pick up a 4 for Corbett does move the chains. 1st down and 10 for the Panthers. Corbett rolling to his left, has a man, and it's going to be incomplete. Brings up 2nd down and 10. 6 minutes, 30 seconds remaining here in the first half. Corbett, quick pitch right side. As picking up 3. Jamaz Bailey. Give him a pick up a 2, actually. We'll bring up 3rd down and 8. As timeout on the field, we'll take it with him. Back after this on Anahuac Sports Live. Alex Outram, Trent Hart, Terry Fortenberry back here in Anahuac. Friday Night Lights. Panthers trying to put something together to put some more points on the board. 17 unanswered from the guard. 3rd down and 8. Corbett will have a single back behind him, 2 wide to the near side. Going to pitch it right to Sanchez, across the 45, across the 50, breaks the tackle, 45, 40, 30, 20, 10, pay dirt, Panthers. 58-yard rush from Christian Sanchez. Just what the doctor ordered for the Panthers as they were able to strike. Being down by 5, you might see the offense stay on the field to try to make it a 1-possession ball game.
Well, that was definitely what they needed for this offense, and it looks like they're going to stay on the field to try and make it a 1-possession ball game, like you just said.
Boy, what a job by Sanchez to keep the legs churning. Corbett's got some beef in the backfield. He's got Dye, as they're going to be used as blockers. Corbett's going to take it up the gut for 2. 2-point conversion's good, as the Panthers have cut the deficit to within 3. As with 6:16 remaining in the first half, it's the Guards 17, the Panthers 14, as we'll be back after this on Anahuac Sports Live. Sounds fun. Back from Kyle Whitefield on the campus of Anahuac High School as the Panthers have clawed back within 3. Took 6 plays, a minute 5 off the clock. They drove 68 yards. 58-yard rush from Christian Sanchez. Corbett converted the 2-point conversion as kickoff is going to be taken to the 39 of the Panthers. As Anahuac still trails Brook Hill 17-14 on your Turn 2 Specialty Product scoreboard. Now, if the defense can get to work and flip the field, Panthers can have a chance here, as the offensive possessions have not been taking long whatsoever. Nielsen will hand it off to Gowan. Gowan straight up the gut into Panther territory, as that's going to be a pickup of 14 and a first down. So 14 yards for Gowan gives him 9 rushes, 90 yards. He's going to get caught in the backfield this time, though, as they keep going to the well. Logan DeHoyas in on the tackle. It's going to be a loss of 1.
Excellent job there by Logan to get in the backfield again. That's you've seen him there a couple times, and the Panther defense definitely need more of that.
They did give him the line of scrimmage on forward progress, but false start is going to move the guard back 5 yards and put them back in their own territory. Anahuac coming into tonight's game 2-1 in 10-3A play. Took on East Chambers last week, one of the best teams in the state in 3A, and did not go the way Coach Neese wanted, as Nielsen sends a man in motion. The end around as the Panthers are trying to stop in the backfield. Can across the 40, 35, 30, throws the defender off of him down to the 26. 21-yard pickup.
Another big run there by the guard. And, the Panthers are going to have to figure this out quickly, or they're going to march down and get some more points on the board. Looks like they're in a timeout. It's going to be taken by the Panthers.
Final timeout of the half for the Panthers, as with 4:56 remaining in the half, Brook Hill leads Anahuac 17-14. Back after this on Anahuac Sports Live.
We're back here on Anahuac Sports Live, and I just want to remind everybody that we appreciate everybody joining us on Facebook tonight. Be sure to leave a like and leave a comment if you would, please. We very much appreciate you letting us know how we're doing. And we also want to remind everybody to go take a visit to all of our social media pages and our YouTube channel when you get a chance. And we very much appreciate it if you drop a subscribe or a follow there as well.
First down and 10 from the Panther 26, straight up the gut. That's Gowan. Gowan is going to fight his way forward. Pick up a 4. 4 for Gowan gives him 94 on 6 rushes. Not much going on that one either, as that one went to Barter for a yard. 3rd down and 5.
So doing a much better job of containing that front box, the Panther defense is, and the runs up the middle are not getting as much as they were, but the runs on the outside seem to be gaining more for the guard.
Nielsen out of the gun. They've got 3 wide. Barter offset to the right. Timeout on the field here for the guard.
So a couple of things we want to remind everybody of, and that's, of course, our special giveaways. We are giving away 2 Spirit shirts tonight, and the way that you can get in on those drawings, you have to go and like or follow our Facebook page. Go give us a follow on Instagram. Go give us a follow on Twitter. And go and subscribe to our YouTube channel. All 4 of those things will get you into the drawing 4 times if you decide to go to all 4. And also we have and you just heard it, our cowbell giveaway. And we're giving away a Spirit cowbell to the person that invites the most friends to like our Facebook page. And the way that you can get in on that is if you send us through Messenger a screenshot of your friend invites to Anahuac Sports Live Facebook page. Don't forget that screenshot, as that's the way that you're going to prove how many friends you invited.
3rd down and 5 for the guard. Nielsen out of the gun, offset to his right by Barter. Barter straight up the gut, cross the 20, cross the 15, falls forward to the 14. That'll be enough for a 1st down on the pickup of 10. So Barter will go over the century mark here in the first half. 12 rushes, 109 yards. Logan DeHoyos with another tackle. 1st down and 10 from the 14. Barter across the 10, pushing his way forward to the 5. My goodness, that kid can move some Panther defenders. So a pickup of 8. Nielsen out of the gun. Looking at his play, still plenty of time on the clock. He's going to hand it straight up the gut. As the Panther defense is able to swarm, shouldn't be a pickup of anything. We'll bring up 2nd down and goal.
3rd and loss of 1. It'll be 3rd and 3, I think. And as always, me and Guy within a yard of each other.
Handoff to Barter, trying to fight his way forward, but he's not going to get it. Host of defenders there for the Panthers defense as they stand up to the challenge.
Loss of 1.
In there first, making first contact was Christian Sanchez. So 4th down here. We'll see what the guard do. They elected to kick a field goal the first time. As it looks like the guard are going to run the play clock down and call a timeout. And that's what they do. With 1:39 remaining here in the first half, I want to remind everybody that Prime Agriculture Service is the sponsor of the second quarter here. Appreciate them being a sponsor. Those of you tuned into the Astros game or not tuned into the Astros game while listening to us, Astros are up 7-1 as the march to history continues. Only one team in history has come down 3-0.
Hold on. The person that can answer that in the comments right now, what was the team that came, the only team to come back from 3 games down to advance to the World Series? Answer that now, and you will get a free giveaway T-shirt, courtesy of We've Got You Covered. And that doesn't count for the guys up here in the booth. You have to make a comment in the chat right now. So what was the team, the baseball team?
There it is.
There it is right there. Keller Brandon, the 04 Red Sox. And I'm sure Justin Sanders was just yelling at the screen just then.
Out of the gun, Nielsen. He's going to keep it on himself. Across the 5. We'll get the first down. We'll move the chains. And we'll bring up first down and goal from about the 1 off the pickup of 7.
So Keller Brandon in the chat answered with the 04 Red Sox. And he was correct. So you will receive a giveaway T-shirt. Keller, send me your size in Messenger, and we'll be sure to get that giveaway shirt order for you.
Handoff straight up the gut, not going anywhere, as Jonathan Cooper made sure to plug the gap there. Second down and goal from the 4. Barter straight up the gut into the end zone, touchdown. 4-yard touchdown gives him 117 yards rushing on 17 carries, his second touchdown of the evening. The longest drive of the ball game tonight for either side, as the guard will come out of the swinging gate formation and for the first time tonight attempt a point after. Josh Collins trying to tack it on.
False start.
I think we had movement on both sides. The Anahuac special teams may have jumped first to draw. It does go against the Hill. Brook Hill. Broadcasted a lot of teams. I've never broadcasted Brook Hill. So after the 5-yard penalty, pushes the extra point back.
A little bit tougher kick here now.
High snap, put down, kick is through and true. So, with 57 seconds remaining here in the first half, Brook Hill has extended their lead 24-14 over Anahuac, as we'll continue after this on Anahuac Sports Live.
You've heard about shopping local. How about banking local? Since 1976, Anahuac National Bank is the only locally owned and operated bank in Chambers County. We know you see Anahuac National Bank folks out in the community supporting our schools, veterans, and nonprofits. Why not bank where you live? These experienced banking professionals understand local businesses and the housing market. Visit online today at anbank.net, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
So back here on Anahuac Sports Live here at Kyle White Stadium, a couple of quick updates for you as the Anahuac Lady Panthers get a victory in Kirbyville, as the JV and varsity both win big in Kirbyville as they roll into what is going to be a bigger week next week, Tuesday against Warren and then Friday against Una. But the toughest matchup coming Tuesday, as Warren and Anahuac both are tied for first in district as they are vying for their playoff spot for 2020.
Pooch kick is going to fall at about the 25. We'll bring it across the 30. As he'll fall forward to the 33. We'll see what head coach Greg Neese wants to do with 52 seconds remaining here in the first half. They want to play it conservatively. Now they do kick off in the second half.
Alex, I think you really want to try and get some points here before we go into halftime.
So from the 33, it's Corbett under center. Dye moves in motion. Quick toss is going to go over the head of Sanchez, as that was a backwards pass and I believe a live ball.
A little bit of confusion there in the backfield.
So the ball is going to go out of bounds at the 29. That's going to be a loss of 5 on the miscommunication between Sanchez and Corbett. So second down and 15. Panthers got really lucky there that the guard weren't able to jump in and scoop and score. Corbett under center. He's got two backs behind him. Fakes the toss. Hands off straight up the middle to Bailey. As Bailey was going to be able to pick up 6 on that play. We'll tick under 30 seconds remaining.
They're definitely not in a hurry. There's 30 seconds left on the clock. And it looks like they might just take this into halftime, and that's what they're going to do.
That is what they're going to do. So, at the half, Brook Hill has come into Anahuac and leads by 10, 24-14. Stay with us for the halftime show as we'll get scoring updates from around the area and go over stats as we have them and talk about a little bit of the first half. Back after this on Anahuac Sports Live.
Officer Josie Travis.
So as the Pride of Anahuac takes the field here in just a moment, I want to get everybody caught up a little bit on what we're doing tonight. Don't forget about our t-shirt giveaway. Don't forget about our cowbell giveaway. And the way to enter the cowbell giveaway is to take a screenshot, invite as many friends as you can to like and follow Anahuac Sports Live on Facebook. Send us a screenshot of how many friends you invited through Messenger, and the person with the most will win our Spirit Cowbell for the week. If you'd like to donate live on stream, you can do so through Venmo at Anahuac Sports Live, as we are looking to upgrade some of our equipment. When we travel to out-of-town teams, we're definitely running into internet issues, and we definitely want to try and eliminate that for you guys in the future. So if you would like to donate to Anahuac Sports Live, leave a message when you do donate, and we will read it live right here on air tonight.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Please help me welcome to the field the lovely Anahuac Pantherettes. The line is led by their director, Mrs. Kelly Guerra, Lieutenant Hyson Dehos, Lieutenant Daniela Ortiz, Colonel Bree Lino. Pantherette of the week is Fatima Esperanza. The ladies will now perform a cheer routine to Girls Like You. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the field the pride of Anahuac. Tonight, they will be performing Push It and All of the Lights from their 2020-21 show. Drum majors for the pride are head drum major Abby Ortega, drum major Megan Alfred, drum major Diego Mares. Color guard captain is is Sandra Hernandez. And Marcher of the Week is Pablo Salazar.
And as the pride of Anahuac, the Anahuac Panther Marching Band is playing their fight song coming off the field, I want to give a quick shout out to our new top fans this week, Colleen Dean, who just came up here and picked up her Spirit Cowbell that she won last week for sharing or for inviting the most friends. And I want to remind everybody that that is still open, as there's been no submissions for the cowbell yet. So please invite as many friends as you can. Take a screenshot, send it to us in Messenger, and the person with the most invites to like our Anahuac Sports Live Facebook page will win this week's Spirit Cowbell. Also want to give a shout out to Amanda Absher, Keisha Humphrey, Doris Nelson, Cara Dean, Amy Hornsby, Misty and Felipe DeHoyes, Ava Martinez, Kevin Campbell, and Bill Fortenberry, all top fans of Anahuac Sports Live. Also want to remind everybody about our giveaway, and you can enter by liking or following Anahuac Sports Live on Facebook, and you can go over to our Twitter or Instagram, give us a follow there, and also go into our YouTube channel and giving us a subscribe, and don't forget to hit that notification bell. Appreciate everybody that has either liked or followed our Facebook page tonight, as we are approaching 1,000 total followers, and that is definitely our goal before this time next week. So please, if you haven't done so yet, go give us a follow on Facebook. So with that, Alex, talking a little bit about what happened in that first half, as it looked like Anahuac was going to try to get as many plays as they could off, which they did, but a couple times stalled out, and a couple of touchdowns on the board, but nothing really rolling for the Anahuac team, as the Brook Hill guard have been able to basically run it down the gut and down the throat of this Panther defense. What would you have to say about that first half as we go into the third quarter of play?
Well, it was really feast or famine for the offense on the Panther side of the football. They won the toss, elected to receive. They wanted to go on offense to get going, try to get into a pace. And their opening possession, they drove 12 plays deep into guard territory, unfortunately turned it over on downs at the guard 10, and that is where the guard was able to take over for their first possession of the ball game. Was not able to do anything, 3 incomplete passes, and that was that for the first possession for the guard. After that, able to drive 6 plays, a 10-yard touchdown rush from Corbett. The interesting thing there was, and as you heard in the pregame show, head coach Greg Neese talking about the freshman quarterback being called up, Curio Marcos, as he was in for his first series on the varsity squad, and led him down the field 57 yards to pay dirt, as Corbett being the leading rusher on that drive. The point after was blocked, but the Panthers had the lead 6-0. Answering right back in 2 plays in 18 seconds, it was a 61-yard scamper by Barter, as the 2-point conversion was good for the guard, and they took the lead 8-6. Next couple of possessions for Anahuac had no luck there. The following possession for the guard, again, big chunk yardage, 4 plays, 46 seconds, a 71-yard run by Gowan, as that 2-point conversion was no good. At that point, your score was 14-6 Brook Hill. The Panthers were able to drive down and I'm sorry, the guard was able to tack on another field goal. They led 17-6. After that, it was the Panthers who drove 6 plays in a minute and 5 seconds, 68 yards on a 58-yard run from Christian Sanchez, where he ran down the sideline, broke about 4 guard tackles, and was able to take it to the house. The 2-point conversion was good, as the Panthers had gotten back within 1 possession, down 17-14. And then with just a really solid, the longest drive of the first half for either team, 4 minutes and 13 seconds off the clock, a 61-yard drive capped off by a 4-yard Barter rushing TD, where the PAT was good. And that is where we stand here at the half, as Brook Hill leading Anahuac 24-14. As we're going to take one more break here at the half, and then we'll come back with scores and stats from the first half, as that will lead us into the second half. Again, your score, Brook Hill leading Anahuac 24-14. Back after this on Anahuac Sports Live.
You've heard about shopping local. How about banking local? Since 1976, Anahuac National Bank is the only locally owned and operated bank in Chambers County. We know you see Anahuac National Bank folks out in the community supporting our schools, veterans, and nonprofits. Why not bank where you live? These experienced banking professionals understand local businesses and the housing market. Visit online today at anbank.net, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Alex Outram, Trent Hart, Terry Fortenberry back here from Kyle White Field on the campus of Anahuac High School, where at the half, Brook Hill leads Anahuac 24-14. Looking at the first half stats, first for the guard, really the story of the game, Lane Barter, just a fantastic athlete and running back here for the guard. He's got 17 rushes for 117 yards, 2 touchdowns in that first half, followed shortly behind him by Gowan. He's got 6 rushes for 94 yards and a touchdown. Nielsen has a couple of rushes for 20 yards, and Carson Richards had an end-around, wide receiver end-around for 21 yards. Passing not much through the air for Chair Nielsen, as 1 for 4 for a yard in the first half. That completion going to Carson Fletcher for the yard. As for the Panthers, as we have it, Landon Corbett, 10 rushes, 43 yards, and a touchdown. Kristen Sanchez, 89 yards rushing on 7 carries. He has the other touchdown for the Panthers as well. Jamaj Bailey, 3 rushes, 14 yards. Dye, 5 rushes for 18 yards. Gallows has a rush for 7, and Viejo has a rush for 2. Corbett passing 2 of 8 for 19 yards, 1 reception to Riven for 4, and the other one to Dye for 15, as that wraps up the stats for the Anahuac Panthers. As for scores around the area, we haven't been able to get too much from around the Golden Triangle and 10-3A. We do know Kirbyville is leading Hardin 14-0. As that last update coming from the beginning of the second quarter, As for games from around the Houston area, it's Pearland leading 6-3 over Foster, as North Shore is leading Manville. Just disappeared, and where'd it go?
Yeah, not a whole lot of updating going on as far as scores go tonight.
Blowout in Clear Lake as Clear Springs leads Clear Lake 49-0. Huntsville is on top of C.E. King at the half, 3-0. Lufkin on top of Magnolia 17-7 at the half. It's Klein Kane leading Klein 14-10. So just trying to get the scoring updates that we can from around the Houston area. Trent, we talked about it a lot in the first half. The interior of the Panther defense just getting decimated by the duo of Gowan and Barter for the guard. What do you think Neese is telling the squad at the half?
Well, he's definitely got to tell his defensive line to fill those gaps a little bit better and wrap up. I've seen more missed tackles, and that has been the theme of this Panther defense, since the beginning of the year. And I know that they've been working on it, but I'm sure Coach Neese was telling that defense when they went into the locker room that they've got to do a better at containing up the middle of that line. And Brook Hill is going to continue to pound the football up the middle until the defense can prove them otherwise. And I'm sure they're going to test out the corners more this second half. Offensively, the Panthers have got to stick to what they know. And, they're trying a little bit of different things tonight and trying to test their skill level and their limits. But I think that in the second half, you're going to see the Panther offense go back to more of what they've been doing traditionally so far this year, and we'll definitely see Corbett more under center than we did the first half.
Christian Sanchez has the ball teed up, ready to kick off the second half of play. Sanchez gets into it, and that's going to fall to the 20 to an up man. Across the 25, looking across the 30, brought down. In on the tackle, Ty Pham. So setting up shop for their first possession of the second half is the guard. They'll start at their own 33-yard line.
Advance is shooting 33.
So we'll see what kind of defensive adjustments that the Panthers made at the half. Nielsen out of the gun. Handoff straight up the middle. Barter trying to fight his way through. He's going to pick up 3. We'll bring up 2nd down and 7. Now hurrying up to the line. It's Nielsen out of the gun. As the guard will be moving left to right as you look to your screens and on your phones. Out of the gun, sets back, looking downfield, has his man. What a throw. Caught 10 and cut down from behind. Boy, we had not seen that from Nielsen. What a throw.
Huge play there for the guard, and he's finally brought down, but a little bit too late.
58-yard pass as that goes straight up the gut. So Barter with the pickup of 3.
with expecting the run, this defense was not expecting the pass, and that was very evident on that play before. What we were just saying, they had to contain the inside, and now they're going to have to worry about the outside threat for these wide receivers.
Rolling rights, Nielsen has the man, throws across his body, caught, touchdown. Flag on the play. So the touchdown will come off the board, holding on the guard.
You know, Alex, every time you say the guard, I'm thinking it's the pulling guard on the offensive line. But it definitely wasn't holding on the guard. A 10-yard penalty, that'll back them up. It's still second and goal, but a long way to go to get in the end zone.
So looks like Brook Hill has decided they want to try their passing game here in the second half, as Nielsen's going to take it straight up the middle, makes a couple moves across the 15. He's going to fall forward to the 13. It's going to be a pickup of 5.
If the Panthers can hold them to a field goal here, it'd definitely be a win. But, you know, down by 10, you've got to hold them here to at least 3 or a turnover on downs. As they went for it on the last fourth down, they were deep in this end zone the first half.
Third down and goal from the 13. Under pressures Nielsen, as Nielsen's going to be able to get it away. Incomplete. Under heavy pressure. Looked like delivering it was Mason Totzer. So it looks like the guard is bringing in their kicking unit. They would spot it from the 20, so a 30-yard field goal attempt.
About the same distance as he did for the first field goal he made in that first half.
From the left hash mark. Late player coming on for Brook Hill. Still plenty of time on the play clock. Snap back. Down, kick is up, is through and true. So with 9:24 remaining here in the third quarter, Brook Hill has extended their lead 27-14, as we'll be back after this on Anahuac Sports Live.
Hello, my name is Mark Poggles, and I'm the pastor at Community Christian Fellowship Church in Oak Island, Texas. I would like to personally invite you to join us for Bible study during the week and our church services on Sunday morning. We have a nursery for the little ones, and our church family will greet you with a smile on their face and a loving heart. Come and celebrate with us as we study God's Word and give Him all the praise and thanks He deserves. Hope to see you there. Take care and God bless. Go Panthers!
Don't forget, you can donate live on our stream to help us out with upgrading some equipment that we're looking to get as we travel to bring better broadcasts to everybody. If you want to donate it to us and get you a personal message read out live on stream, we're on Venmo at Anahuac Sports Live, on PayPal at Anahuac Sports Live at Gmail, or you can take a screenshot of the code there on your screen. And we sure do appreciate all of our contributors and those definitely who donated last week.
So Gowan with the kick, as it's going to be taken, and forward progress is going to be given to the 32-yard line, as that is where the Panthers will set up here in the second half.
And speaking of a donation that I wasn't able to get to, because it came in after we went off air last week, Kara Cable, if you're listening, thank you so much for your generous donation last week. She says, awesome job, thanks for what you do, and we sure do appreciate that, and we enjoy what we do, and we appreciate you tuning in and contributing to Anahuac Sports Live.
Corbett fakes the toss across left side. He's got room across the 45. Is going to fall forward into guard territory. They're going to mark him at midfield. That's going to be a pickup of 18 and a first down for Corbett. So 61 yards on 11 carries for Corbett. They're going to hurry it up. Across the right side is Dye. Dye fighting his way forward for a pickup of 5.
Good fight there by Dye to really struggle to get those 5, but he was able to fall forward. And we said it before, he definitely does fight for every yard that he gets as they rush it up to the line again.
2 receivers to the near side, fake the toss. Corbett straight up the gut again. 40, 35, 34. Will be a pickup of 11 and another first down.
As I was talking about earlier, we're definitely seeing Corbett under center a lot more for this first possession of the second half, and that is exactly what they're going with the still hurrying up to the offensive line.
Handoff left side. Trying to see a number as Sanchez on the carry for a pickup of 1. His 90th yard. Second down and 9. As Corbett now will go out of the gun. He's offset to his right by Sanchez. 2 wide, sends Dye in motion. Fakes the handoff, looking to roll right, trying to follow his blockers, but he's not going to have anything going there. On the tackle, Nick LaRocca for the guard. That's going to be a loss of 2. We'll bring up third down and 11. So decision time now for head coach Neese. Has not had too much success through the air. Is this somewhere where you try to use the 2 plays in your pocket to pick up yardage on both plays, or do you try to go for it now? 2 backs behind Corbett. Rolling right. Has his man. Caught. It's Sanchez. Sanchez is not going to get too much as he's going to pick up 4. First catch of the evening for Sanchez. 4th down and 7. Clark checking into the game. Coming in for Kenneth Moore. One of the freshman kids that has been called up from the JV squad. Corbett has his play call from head coach Neese. We'll tick under 6 minutes remaining here in the third quarter. 4th down and 7. Rolling left. Corbett looking downfield is going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Wow. A lot of pushing, a lot of shoving, hands going all over the place on that, coverage, but Zion Clark does not get the flag that he was asking for, which it could have went either way on that, I believe.
Second turnover of the ball game for the Panthers, both times coming on turnovers on downs.
Alex, I think the Brook Hill guard has somewhat surprised not just us, but I think the fans here watching the game, and they're a much better team than what a lot of us expected.
Definitely, this is a private school that not too many of us are familiar with, but some good athletes. As Nielsen under pressure, he's going to throw it away, and that's going to be intentional grounding, as Nielsen had nowhere in the vicinity of the did not have a receiver in the vicinity of where he threw the ball. So that'll be a loss of down, and we'll see where they mark the ball.
It is a loss of down. Pushes the ball back to the 19-yard line. It'll be second down.
So big loss there of 12. Second down from the 19. The handoff will go left side. Fighting his way forward to the 24. as that was Barter.
Panther defense definitely needed that flag and get it in the backfield on the previous play. They've got to take advantage here and hold them on third down to force a punt out of the guard.
3rd down and 18 for the guard. They'll go 3 wide, 2 to the near side, 4 wide, 2 to each side, fakes the handoff, under pressure, has a man, and has the throw. It's going to be overthrown. Carson Richards was the man who had a step, but the ball fell harmlessly to the turf, and that will bring up 4th down and long, and the punting unit for the guard coming onto the field.
You know, although not complete, that was an impressive throw, almost 55 yards in the air, and just a little too far and out of reach of the tender receiver. But what a heck of a throw by that quarterback.
Well, that caught me off guard. The first throw of the half, that he had a nice spiral. As this kick is going to take a guard bounce. It's going to bounce out of bounds at the 41. They're going to mark it at the 40. So with 5:01 now remaining here in the 3rd quarter. Want to thank again Anahuac National Bank, the sponsor of the halftime show. And here in the 3rd quarter, Chambers County Abstract sponsoring the 3rd quarter. 545 Washington Avenue here in Anahuac. You can get a hold of them at 1-800-259-6261. Handoff straight up the gut is going to be a pickup of 5. As Marcos back into the game, handed it off to Corbett. So 75 yards rushing for Corbett on 14 rushes. Pitch left to Corbett. Is going to cut it back up. We'll see where they give him forward progress to. They're going to give him they're going to spot it in between the hashes, so we'll call it 4. Give him 79-yard. Marcos under center is going to hand it straight off to Corbett. Corbett straight up the gut. He's going to be upended, but he's going to get enough for the 1st down on the pickup of 6.
Well, back to the original plan, and Greg Neese has proven me wrong for what I predicted for the second half, as Curiel is back under center and Corbett doing most of the running work.
Handoff to Corbett. He's going to pick up a yard on forward progress, but that's going to be it. 86 yards rushing on 17 carries for Corbett. Curiel Marcos, the freshman quarterback.
Yeah, Marcos Curiel, excuse me. Sorry about that, Alex. I think they wrote it backwards on your sheet there. We'll blame Guy for that one.
Pitch left is Corbett across the 45. He's going to fall forward to the 41. Again, they're going to mark it in between the hash, so we'll give him the 41. That'll be a pickup of 4. We'll bring up 3rd down and a long 6. Fakes the pitch, handoff straight up the gut to Corbett, as he's going to pick up the 1st down on another pickup of 6.
Marching toward that red zone again. The Panthers have got to make something happen in the red zone, as we've seen a couple of stalls so far tonight, as they got to capitalize and put some points on the board.
Corbett, the lone back. Pitch left, as he's going to be caught in the backfield and dropped. Alessandro Kairati. So a loss of 2 on the play will bring up 2nd down and 12. gives Corbett 94 yards on 20 carries, as we'll tick under 2 minutes remaining here in the third quarter. Curiel under center. Clark, the wide receiver, far side. Ball's on the turf as Curiel is able to jump on it. Going to lose another 2.
You know, despite that play, I think Curiel has composed himself well tonight as he was called up from the JV squad to come under center tonight. And, you know, as young as he is, he's definitely done an admirable job stepping in.
High snap brought down by Corbin. Corbin around the left side trying to get somewhere to go. He's going to be dropped at the 31. Pickup of 7 will bring up 4th down. Fourth down and 8. Panthers keeping the offense on the field. .40 remaining here in the third. 9th play of the drive. Timeout Panthers. We'll take it with them back after this on Anahuac Sports Live. Fourth down and 8 here for the Panthers. As Corbett will come under center. Two running backs behind him. Fakes the pitch. Looking downfield. Under pressure. Has a man. Sanchez is going to be underthrown. As that will be the 3rd turnover of the game for the Panthers here with 24 seconds left remaining in the third quarter of play.
Is there a flag? What a big break there for Anahuac. So just as it seems that Anahuac was going to turn the ball over again as they were approaching the red zone, they get in the red zone on that penalty.
I need to invest in whiteout. Corbett under center, handoff straight up the gut to dives. Is going to come up 2 yards short of the end zone.
Best run of the night for Dye to get inside the 5-yard line as they hurry up to the offensive line again.
14-yard run for Dye. First and goal from the 2.
He's in there.
Into the end zone, touchdown. Landon Corbett.
And the Panthers definitely needed that touchdown, as it looks like they will go for the PAT and hopefully make it a 6-point ball game.
Sanchez on to attempt the PAT. Snap back as bobbled, trying to run for it now. Looking to the end zone's Clark as he's going to get clobbered in the backfield. The PAT will be unsuccessful. But still a one-possession ball game as Anahuac has cut the deficit to 7. Brook Hill 27, Panthers 20. Back after this on Anahuac Sports Live.
Whatever it is you wrangle, whatever seeds you sow, matter what you nurture or what you choose to grow, at Texas Farm Bureau Insurance, we're proud to protect all Texans.
A quick shout out to the Anahuac cross country team today as they had a meet in Barbers Hill. And a special shout out to my son, especially as he got third place today. A couple of others that were, I'll bring it up here. Kennedy with 5th place and Caleb with 8th place. So shout out to them too. And on the girls' side in the junior high, Madison Willis with 8th place and Anahi Hernandez with 9th place.
Sanchez pooch kick caught at the 25 on the run to 35 and met at the 37 will be brought down. As that will end the third quarter of play. We invite you to stick around for the fourth quarter of play as Brook Hill leads Anahuac 27-20 as we'll continue after this on Anahuac Sports Live.
So back here on Anahuac Sports Live and the fourth quarter of play coming as the Brook Hill Guard lead your Anahuac Panthers 27-20.
So the Guard will start their possession from their own 38. Handoff straight up the gut. Is going to fall forward to the 46. That's going to be a pickup of 8 for Barter. Barter now with 135 on 21 carries. Recapping that last drive quickly. 11 plays, 4:51 off the clock, 60 yards on the drive. Corbett with a 2-yard rush. The point after was no good, but they did cut the deficit to within a possession as Brook Hill leads Anahuac 27-20 on your Turn 2 Specialty Products scoreboard. Handoff straight up the gut and fighting his way forward is Barter, as Barter's going to pick up 5 and a first down.
Barter is so hard to pull down. It takes 4 defenders just to bring him down, and it's definitely impressive to watch as he continues to run, and he's well over the century mark for the game. As definitely better running game than what I expected after watching the highlights this week.
So from midfield, first down and 10. Low snap is going to hand it off to Barter as Barter's going to fight his way forward. And they're going to mark him back to the line of scrimmage. So second down and 10.
Legal procedure against the Guard, that'll back him up even more.
So back into their own territory will be first down and 15. Did not see the laundry on the field. Fourth quarter being brought to you in part by Third Coast Integrated Martial Arts. 312 Miller Street here in Anahuac. 281-908-1934. Out of the gun is Nielsen. Sets back. Has his man right side. Caught 50. 45. Breaks a tackle 40. Leaps over a defender. And all the way to the house is Carson for the 55-yard touchdown. That's Carson Richards. Now with 112 yards receiving and a touchdown with an incredibly athletic play along the sidelines. Reminded me of the Christian Sanchez run in the first half by the Panthers. Nonetheless, Brook Hill has extended their lead. Snap back, kick is up, it's low, but good. So with 10:16 remaining here in the ball game, Brook Hill has extended their lead back out to 2 touchdowns as they lead 34-20. As we'll be back after this on Anahuac Sports Live.
Looking for just the right bank? For a real community bank, locally owned and operated since 1976, come to Anahuac National Bank. Offering services from your first checking account to mobile and online banking to business and home loans. This is Texas banking at its best. Find us online at anbank.net. Anahuac National Bank, Chambers County's only locally owned and independently operated bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, you've got about 10 minutes and 16 seconds left in the fourth quarter, and you've got about that time to still get in on all of our giveaways for the 2 School Spirit shirts and the cowbell, as there have been only a couple of submissions for the cowbell, and you still have time to submit yours. Just take a screenshot of how many friends you invite, and the person who invites the most friends to like Anahuac Sports Live will win the Spirit Cowbell this week.
Kickoff's going to be taken at the 25 by Clark. Across the 35, 40, 45, that's Sanchez. Sanchez is going to get it out to midfield.
Way to be patient there by Sanchez and wait for that play to develop and get a couple of blockers in front of him and get very good field position, as that's what this Anahuac offense is going to need to make up this 14-point deficit.
So good field position here with 10:09 remaining. Anahuac going to have to push the pace as Corbett out of the gun is going to run it off right side. Into guard territory is going to pick up 4. Corbett now with 107 yards rushing on 23 carries as we have it. Fakes the pitch, handoff straight up the gut to Sanchez. Flag's going to be on the field. We'll see what that is. As it stands, it's a 6-yard pickup and a first down. It's in the vicinity of holding, though.
They're still talking about it. What was the call? He just pointed to the opposite side of the ball. I'm not sure what the call was there. I'm assuming it was holding.
It's been very good with his motions tonight. Nonetheless, 5-yard penalty, illegal shift possibly. 2nd down and 11.
Legal procedure.
Corbett under center, fakes the toss, rolling right, has his man, and it's going to be knocked away. What a great defensive play.
Von Dawson with the great coverage there, and to get a hand on it, because Jamaz Bailey had a foot or two on him, and only one man to beat with a lot of green to go.
So 3rd down and long from the Panther 49-yard line. Need to get to the guard 40 to move the chains. Sends a man in motion, fake toss, Sanchez straight up the gut as he's going to keep fighting. It's going to be a pickup of 4.
cross into guard territory, but the Panthers are running out of opportunity here. Real quick, final, the Houston Astros tie the series up as they win against Tampa Bay 7-4. We are going to this be game 7, game 7.
Corbett right side, fourth down. He's not going to have any room as he's going to get stopped after a pickup of 1. And we'll turn the ball over on downs with 8:41 remaining here in the ball game.
So congratulations to the Astros as they tied up 3 games apiece. They've won 3 straight. They need 1 more to advance the World Series. And I don't know why I had 5 games on my mind all day today. No idea. But game 7 coming in the ALCS. And I didn't see a score from the NLCS if the Atlanta Braves was able to wrap up their end.
They had just started playing about an hour ago.
Okay.
2-0 Braves in the third.
So you just heard it, 2-0 Braves in the 3rd inning. As Lane Barter looks like he's okay. He's getting up on his own power and heading toward his sideline. Glad to see that he is okay.
Livingston leading Splendora 35-14. Trying to get some finals from 10-3A. Dawson has defeated Pearland 17-6. Spring on top of Westfield 21-14. That's in the 3rd. Hightower on top of the Woodlands 21-17 as we move to the 4th. East Chambers is all over. Buna 42-0.
No surprise there as East Chambers just running all over this district.
Out of the guns, Nielsen. Nielsen's going to hand it straight up the gut to Gowan. Gowan is going to plow ahead for 5. Is that Gowan? It is. So pick up a 5 for Gowan. He is now at 99 yards on 7 carries. Big chunk of that on the 71-yard first carry for him that he took to pay dirt. What was that, 21-21?
Yep, Tarkton and Woodville tied up 21 apiece.
1-1 Woodville, 0-3 Tarkington. Handoff straight up the gut to Gowan. Across midfield, being pushed forward. He's going to fall forward to the 45, and that'll be a first down.
You know, that record for Tarkington is very surprising to me as they played Anahuac very well in that first district game. And, you know, I know that they're hungry for a win as they're a much better team than their record shows them to be.
So first down and 10. You can probably expect the guard here to keep running down the play clock while they have the ball. We're going to tick under about 7:20 remaining in the ball game after this play.
The defense have got to get a stop here on this series.
It's Nielsen out of the gun. He's offset to his left by Gowan. He gets the handoff to the 45. He's going to push his way forward. And one of the difficulties tonight for the Panthers has been being able to wrap up and stop at the point of contact. Every time the guard has been making contact, they're being able to pick up 1, 2, 3 extra yards. But we've got a timeout on the field. We'll take it with them. Back after this on Anahuac Sports Live.
Want to escape to a relaxing destination on the Texas Gulf Coast? Trinity Bay RV and Lodging has just what you need. Nestled next to historic Fort Anahuac Park and less than an hour east of Houston, Trinity Bay RV and Lodging has everything for your next vacation, weekend getaway, or extended stay, offering daily, weekly, and monthly rates on 54 full hookup RV sites and 11 fully furnished cabins. Visit online today at TrinityBayRVLodging.com or give them a call, 409-267-6774.
2nd down and 9. Nielsen out of the gun. Looking to his left, has a man at the 37, complete. Dragged down at the 30, inbounds. 14 yards on the pass and catch from Nielsen to Richards. 126 yards for Richards. 127 yards for Nielsen. 1st down and 10 from the 30. Brook Hill draining the clock here as we'll tick under 6 minutes remaining in the ballgame. Again, want to thank Third Coast Integrated Martial Arts for their sponsorship of the 4th quarter. Nielsen hands it off right side to Gowan across the 30, 25, as he's going to get leveled and knocked out of bounds. That was a frustration hit there by the Panther defender. Get his number. Was that the Dohoyas?
No, sir.
23. That was Quinn Anderson, the senior. So a pickup of 8 for Gowan. Gives him 112 on 9 carries.
So does that give him 2 or 3 different people with over the 100 yards?
It's 2 so far for the guard.
Okay.
2nd down and 2. Nielsen out of the gun. Handoff again to Gowan. Gowan dodges in and out. He's going to stay inbounds. Smart play by Gowan. He didn't pick up the 1st down, but he did stay in bounds to keep the clock rolling and bring up 3rd down and short. (34-12). Brook Hill leading Anahuac on your Turn 2 Specialty Products scoreboard.
Well, the Panther defense is going to do something. They're going to have to do it now, as we're just over 5 minutes remaining and a 2-possession ball game. Definitely do not want to let the guard get any points at this point.
5 seconds left on the play clock. Nielsen out of the gun, 3 wide, fakes the handoff. He's going to take it himself across the 20. Will fall forward to the 17. Will be a pickup of 4, and will move the chains. 29 yards on 4 carries for Nielsen. 1st down and 10 from the 17. Already 4.5 minutes burned off the clock here on this drive. Nielsen out of the gun. Will feed Gowan. Gowan straight up the gut. Corbett trying to strip the ball out.
Nice try, but he wasn't having anything of that strip.
So a loss of 1 for Gowan. Bring up 2nd down and 11 from the 18. We'll tick under about 3.5 here after this play. Brook Hill started this drive at the 8:41 mark of the 4th quarter. Bobbles the football, put it on the turf. It's going to be picked up across the 35-40, pushed out of bounds on the recovery. Adam Galeas. No, I'm sorry. Luke Foster.
So a little breath of life as the defense is able to finally come up with a big play. 3.5 minutes. They're going to have to score here quickly and probably get an onside attempt. But they've got to get it in the end zone, as we've seen on a more than one occasion for them get inside the 30 and just stall. But the Panthers offense has got to put something together here quick to get some points on the board to have a chance at even tying the guard at this point.
So Curio under center. Pitch it back right side, Corbett. Corbett, 40, 45. pushing his way forward to the 49. Will be a pickup of 9 for Corbett. Corbett, 117 yards rushing on 25 carries. Second down and inches. Pitch right. Corbett into guard territory as he'll get taken down at the 48. Give him a pickup of 2 and a first down.
No changes here. They're sticking with Curiel and doing that hurry-up offense as they continue to march down the field.
Handoff straight up the gut to Corbett. Corbett fighting his way forward. That's going to be a pickup of 10 and move the chains. Tell you what, Corbett is going to feel this game tonight. Quickly to the line. First down and 10. Pass left side. Bobbled but caught. Trying to make a move. Is going to be able to pick up 2 as that pass play went to Luke Riven. His second catch of the ball game. First pass attempt for Curiel. We'll take under 2 minutes remaining in the ball game. As out of the gun will go Curiel. He'll be offset to his left by Corbett. Hand off Corbett straight up the middle. Spin move. Fighting way forward to the 30.
He's close.
And they're going to give him the 30. Pick up a 7. ...137 yards on 28 rushes. Corbett, first down.
Right at a minute and a half, they're going to have to get there quick.
First down and 10 from the 27. Curiel under center. Will pitch it right side to Dye. Dye moving his way forward. He'll get down to the 21. Minute 16 remaining in the ball game. Anahuac driving.
Don't forget about our giveaway, folks. There's still time to get your submission in and invite your friends. Take a screenshot, send it to us in Messenger for the Spirit Cowbell giveaway this week. And what you do is you invite as many friends as you can as possible. Take a screenshot, send it to us in Facebook Messenger, and the person with the most invites tonight will win the Spirit Cowbell. Also, we're giving away 2 School Spirit t-shirts, courtesy of We've Got You Covered, and there are 4 ways to enter. And if you do all 4, your name will be in there 4 times. And that is if you subscribe to Anahuac Sports Live on YouTube. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. Like and follow us on Facebook. Follow us on either Twitter and Instagram, and you can be entered to win the drawing for one of 2 School Spirit t-shirts this week.
Curiel will come under center. Jumbo formation in. Corbett the lone back. Pitch right, Corbett. Across the 20, across the 15. Will fall forward to the 14. It'll be enough for a first down after the pickup of 6. Pitch to right to Corbett. Corbett, 10, 5, reaches for the goal line. He's down at the 1.
His knee was down just before he was able to get across the plane. But I think they'll be able to punch it in here with just under a minute to go in the 4th.
We'll see what the timeout's about. It was called by the guard. So first down and goal for the one with 56 seconds remaining in the ball game. Panthers trying to hit pay dirt to cut it within 7.
And while we wait for this timeout, folks, if you would like to donate to Anahuac Sports Live, you can do so by Venmo or by PayPal. There is also a link to our PayPal donate button in your live stream in the bottom right-hand corner. Or you can go to PayPal, AnahuacSportsLive@gmail.com, or at Venmo at Anahuac Sports Live. And the QR code that you see right now on your screen, you can use that as well. And we very much appreciate all of our supporters and all of our followers and those of you watching here tonight and everybody that has liked and followed us here tonight as well.
So with 56 seconds remaining in the ball game, Curiel will be the deep back. Corbett under center. He's going to rush it into the end zone. Touchdown. So at the moment, an 8-point ball game. $2.35. 60 yards in 2 minutes and 35 seconds, capped off by Corbett, 1-yard touchdown
They're
sneak.
Go for 2. Ball start coming against the Panthers as they got a little anxious there on the 2-point conversion. It looks like they've changed their mind, Alex. They're gonna look like they're gonna kick it here.
Yeah, it's going to be a little bit too far for a 2-point conversion, so Sanchez will check into the ball game to tack on the PAT. Snap back, down, kick is up, and is good. So with 54 seconds remaining here in the ball game, a onside kick now is what is between a possible victory for the Panthers, as they have now cut the lead in half to 7. Only 2 timeouts remaining for the Panthers, so they have to recover the onside kick to stand a chance at completing the comeback. Looking ahead to next week, Anahuac will be back here for Buna.
Buna was on a roll, and it looks like that East Chambers is definitely stopping that roll here tonight. As I haven't gotten a score update, but it was 42-0 last we checked in. But the Buna team is nothing to snuff your nose out. They were definitely, making some noise in this district and, putting their foot down and saying, hey, we're here to play too. So next week, the Anahuac will definitely have their hands full as we go down to see if the Panthers can recover an onside kick here.
Sanchez has the ball teed up at the 40. Kick is going to be straight to a guard defender, and that will wrap the ball game up. Handed to the Panthers, they kept fighting here in the 4th. Big play by the defense to force a turnover. In the end, not enough, as the Brook Hill Guard will make a victorious trip from East Texas back home.
And a comfortable one, judging by the buses they arrived in.
I did check out their website. Very nice facility they have out there in Bullard.
it was definitely nice to host them here tonight, and definitely, good for both teams to get in an extra game. A little confusion down on the field as the ball was snapped back and not kneeled down.
Yeah, it's 54.
Timeout Anahuac. They put 50 seconds back on the clock. Still a little bit of a confusion down there on the field.
So it looks like they had. Well, they've marked it back. Wow.
It doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me, Alex. I mean, the ball was snapped, but it was not kneeled down. But are they saying that the timeout was taken before the snap?
Coach Neese is not happy. He's definitely talking about it on the field.
And I wouldn't have been happy about it either. Well, they're sitting down there on the sideline talking it over as a play transpired with the white hat down here talking to the head coach of Anahuac. 54.
It was 54, and then the onside kick happened. So
right,
50 seconds on the play clock.
And they're still talking about it. So we don't know what down it is, or
we've now had 2 first downs.
And he's still not in position. I don't think he's been in position for most of the night from some of the stuff I've seen anyway. So the play clock has been reset to 55 seconds. We've had 2 non-plays transpire, 2 timeouts remaining for both teams, as we'll have a do-over from whatever disaster was going down there on the field.
This is unbelievable.
And the white hat will go to the far sideline now to talk it over with the Brook Hill head coach.
Want to thank again Third Coast Integrated Martial Arts for sponsoring the 4th quarter. 312 Miller Street here in Anahuac. Reach them at 281-908-1934. Want to thank Title Services, Chambers County Abstract Company, Wilcox Drug Store, Prime Agriculture Services, Anahuac Florist, Anahuac National Bank, the Community Christian Fellowship Church, Porter's Alligator and Deer Processing, Texas Farm Bureau, Hillary Auto Agent, Turn 2 Specialty Companies, and Texas Ultimate VBA Club Volleyball. Think they have things straightened out here now.
Got to bring them back.
That's probably not a game you want to play with a defense.
He's trying to take as much time off the clock as he can, as Anahuac will take a timeout.
They still should have one more timeout.
They have 1 remaining, and Brook Hill has 2 remaining, as it's now 2nd down.
Trying to get some more scores from around the area.
Barring a miracle,
East Chambers up 42-6 over Buna in the fourth quarter.
Sounds like East Chambers put in their second team after we updated it last time. So Tarkin and Woodville still tied up.
Carthage leading Jasper 35-10. That's it going into the fourth quarter.
So here we are, second down and Liberty. And they'll snap it back and try to take a little bit more time off the clock. I'm sorry, Alex, what would you have there? He's rolling to his right. He's brought down way back. They'll take another timeout.
So huge loss on the play. I'm not exactly sure why Brook Hill just isn't taking a knee. Really no need to waste the seconds off the clock.
Well, I don't know if there was a little bit of an offset on the plays and the play clock. But no, there wasn't. There was 4 downs, worth of time. As timeout will be taken for Anahuac's final of the half. So 3rd down and forever to go for Brook Hill. All they have to do here is just kneel it, and that'll pretty much be it.
So 39 seconds here remaining in the fourth, as the first 2 plays of this drive has taken longer than the second half of play. A knee will do it. As we said, Anahuac will be moving on to a matchup back in 10-3A play with Buna next week. Buna is not going to have a great taste in their mouth after their defeat tonight to East Chambers. But a big game in 10-3A nonetheless, as Anahuac and Buna will both be moving in there with only 1 loss in district play. So the last 10 seconds of the ball game. As your final, Brook Hill has defeated Anahuac 34-27. We're going to take a short timeout. We'll be back to wrap it up here on the postgame show after this, along on the Texas Farm Bureau Agent Hillary Auto postgame show after this on Anahuac Sports Live.
back to the Texas Farm Bureau postgame show. Trent Hart here with Alex Outram as we wrapped up another edition of Friday Night Lights right here on Anahuac Sports Live, where Anahuac drops it to Brook Hill 27-34. Alex, what do you got on stats over there? I'm sure there's a ton of plays for each side as both offenses were just wasting no time to get to the line to run as many plays as possible.
Yeah, as we have it, a couple of rushers for the guard over the century mark, 140 yards for Lane Barter on 22 carries. He did have 2 touchdowns on the evening. It was Gallen with 11 rushes, 112 yards. He had a touchdown as well. Nielsen with 29 yards on 4 carries. Richards had his lone carry on a wide receiver end around for 21 yards. Passing, Chair Nielsen went 4 for 7, completed his last 4 passes, ended up at 127 yards. A big chunk of that play coming off of a 54-yard pass and catch to Carson Richards for a touchdown. Speaking of Richards, he had 1 yard less than Chair Nielsen. 3 catches, 126 yards, and Carson Fletcher with 1 catch for a yard. Solid job here in the second half as the Panthers limited the guard offense to 10 points in the second half. They had a 7-play, 67-yard drive that took 2:52 off the clock. It was a Collins 30-yard field goal that extended their lead to 27-14. Their second to last drive of the ball game, they drove 4 plays, 63 yards in 1 minute and 44 seconds. A 55-yard Nielsen to Richards pass and catch extended the lead to 34-20, as those were both the scoring drives for the Brook Hill guard in the second half. As for the Panthers, Landon Corbett had 32 rushes, 162 yards. He had all 3 touchdowns. 3 out of the 4 touchdowns on the evening. His 162 yards rushing. Christian Sanchez had 8 rushes for 90 yards with his touchdown. Jamaj Bailey, 14 rushes, 14 yards on 3 carries. Dye had 7 rushes on 37 yards. Gallo with 7, Viejo with 2, and Curiel with a loss for 2. Passing, Corbett was 3 for 11 for 23 yards. Curiel 1 for 1 for 2 yards. Sanchez had a catch for 4. Rivon had 2 catches for 6, and Dye for 15. And that wraps up the stats for the Panthers in the second half of play for the Panthers. They had 2 touchdown drives. Their first one was 11 plays, took 4:51 off the clock. They drove 60 yards as Corbett snuck it into the end zone. The point after was no good. That drive was aided on a 4th down play where Brook Hill actually got flagged for roughing the passer, and that extended the drive, and Anahuac was able to take advantage to hit pay dirt. The second drive was another one that they took advantage of as they forced a Brook Hill turnover. They drove 60 yards and 2:35. Corbett capped it off with a quarterback sneak into the end zone. The PAT from Sanchez was good, and that put it at the final score of 34-27.
Well, and judging by a lot of those stats that you were just talking about, Alex, I think the biggest thing that jumped out to me was the lack of Panther passing and, not being able to get the ball into one of your best players' hands, and that's Zion Clark. But he was very well covered tonight. And, don't take anything away from that Brook Hill defense because they played very well. And we'll probably get more into that after we take a short break. Don't go anywhere. We're going to give you our final thoughts and look ahead to next week as we've got another busy week on Anahuac Sports Live. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Whatever it is you wrangle, whatever seeds you sow, no matter what you nurture or what you choose to grow, at Texas Farm Bureau Insurance, we're proud to protect all Texans.
Alex Outram, Trent Hart, Terry Fortenberry wrapping things up for you here at Kyle White Field on the campus of Anahuac High School, where the Panthers fall to the Brook Hill Guard 34-27. Welcome back to the Texas Farm Bureau postgame show. As final thoughts on the ball game tonight, Trent, there were some things that head coach Neese talked about in the pregame show that just didn't come to fruition in the ball game tonight.
Yeah, he had a different approach to tonight's game and a different game plan with bringing up Curiel from the JV squad. And I said it earlier in the game, Curiel handled himself very well and composed himself well under center and was able to get the plays off and into the ball into the hands of the running backs by committee tonight, mostly to Corbett. As Alex was talking about earlier, he had the lion's share and the most yards for the Panther offense. But, when the Panther offense got down inside the 30, we saw a few stalls. And when you put that much work into a drive and you're hurrying up to the line that much, and you get inside the 30 and close to the red zone and not able to capitalize and put it in the end zone, it's kind of demoralizing. And you just can't seem to get out of that rut and, take care of business once you get deep into the opponent's territory.
Well, again, referring back to Coach Neese in the pregame show, talked about how some things in the second quarter of last week's game versus East Chambers kind of led to their demise, whether they were intimidated or, what have you there. You could tell when things weren't going right, they started getting upset with themselves. But nonetheless, that's part of developing a program, putting your blueprint together, putting your stamp on this team. As Coach Neese in his second year, you can see lots of things heading in the right direction. He talked about the 7th grade team, the 8th grade team, the JV team, talking about the talent that is coming up from there. Obviously things to work on, lots of positives to come from this game. And, if this is a district game, probably played a little bit differently. You're trying a few things. It's not a district game. It's a game, but more practice. You're trying to see what's going to work. Can the kid Curio, can he handle himself? Lots of different things that they're working on. So will be interesting to see the game plan that they draw up from before Buna, as Buna comes here to Anahuac next week. Again, Buna losing tonight. Not sure if it went final. Last time we had the score is 42-6, but nonetheless a big 10-3A game, as both the Panthers and Buna will come into this game with one loss apiece in district play. So huge implications next week. We invite you to join us once again. Trent and I will be here on the call, and that will pretty much wrap things up here from Kyle White Field.
Just wanted to touch on, we have a busy week next week, and starting Monday with the middle school volleyball against Warren here in Anahuac. And the Lady Panther volleyball team, JV and the varsity, will be traveling to Warren on Tuesday. And be sure to join us at 4:30 on Tuesday for that, as that has major implications for the district volleyball. And don't discount Friday either, as the Lady Panthers will be coming back home to host Buna, a team that they've lost to earlier in the year, as all three of those teams have been doing very well and are all vying for that playoff spots. Also, we have Thursday, I believe, the middle school football that will be playing here, so 7th and 8th grade. And as Alex mentioned earlier, a lot of things to look forward to into a lot of these younger teams, as the 7th and 8th grade got a lot of talent, and they're definitely fun to watch. Definitely the quarterback in 7th grade, Oscar Garza, is I'm going to start calling him the Magic Man, because he pulls plays, out of nowhere and is able to make something out of nothing so many times. So join us Thursday to watch those games, and I'll be right here with you to call those live. And then Friday night, as Alex mentioned before, Buna is coming to town, and that also has major implications in this district as well, because as it stands, East Chambers is a given, and up until tonight, Buna was unbeaten in district, and last week gave Anahuac a loss. Buna will now have a loss, and so will Woodville. So Woodville is off this week, but in my mind, looking forward, the playoff picture is starting to kind of take shape as we get into the later part of the year. And aside from East Chambers, Buna, Anahuac, and Woodville are all looking to squeak into the playoffs. And Anahuac is going to definitely have to do some work against Buna, and then focus on Kirbyville and Woodville to wrap up the rest of the season. But other than that, that will do it for us here at Kyle White Stadium for another edition of Friday Night Lights right here on Anahuac Sports Live. And for Alex Outram, Terry Fortenberry doing all the camera work for us here tonight. And ladies and gentlemen, we very much thank you for joining us. See you next week. This is Anahuac Sports Live, and I'm Trent Hart. So long.